It's a common misconception that rules will trigger behavior change, especially in the area of safety. Nobody comes to work to get hurt or hurt others. If you cannot change a behavior by rules, how can you make people follow regulations and behave safely? Hello and welcome to Managing Agency with the proRIS safetyBITs. Today with the topic of behavior change. My name is Christopher Sparling and I support you on achieving your agency vision with consulting, coaching and training. Every week we will have a new safety-bit helping you to manage agency, so please subscribe and use the material to improve the safety in the organization. If somebody wants to achieve a goal, they show a certain behavior to get there. If you're hungry, you will eat. If you feel cold, you put on clothes. If you are tired, you will sleep. There's a trigger point like hunger, feeling cold or being tired, and a desired outcome like feeling full, warm or refreshed. The behavior you choose, consciously or unconsciously, is a result from your experiences and your expectations, from your assumptions and your emotions. You expect that tiredness can be addressed with sleeping, because you have done it many times before and you were successful. You expect that putting on clothes will make you feel warm, because you made this experience before and you learned that eating helps against hunger. These experiences and beliefs can also lead to unfortunate decisions. A thirsty man on the sea starts drinking salt water from the ocean and will afterwards be thirstier than before. A car driver experienced that he can overspeed without negative consequences until later he loses control over his vehicle and crashes it on the road. An employee sees a co-worker balancing on the edge of the roof, believes that he is also capable of doing it and falls when attempting to follow. Another employee bypasses a safety device to save some time and is always successful until one day he loses 3 fingers after getting into an in-running nip of the machine. Emotional factors like peer pressure influence our decisions too. In order to be a member of the group, some people want to get attention or acceptance and are willingly breaking rules to take higher risks to show how strong or invincible they are. 3 factors influence our decisions: certainty versus uncertainty, short-term versus long-term, positivity versus negativity. Certainty trumps uncertainty. Short-term has a higher value than long-term, and positivity is appreciated more than negativity. Deciding to wear a required bump cap in summer has pros and cons. My heat relief is immediate when not wearing it. It's certain and it's positive. The protection which it gives to me is at an undefined time in the future. It's uncertain if it's ever needed, and thinking about an accident relates to negativity and therefore is not a preferred thought of mine. If I will be caught depends very much on the effectiveness of the rule enforcement you have, and being caught might happen at an undefined time in the future. It's also not certain and it's also negative. When putting these things together on the pros versus cons scale, there's a high motivation not to wear the bump cap unless the risk reduction is evaluated higher, because it's seen as something positive, imminent and certain. So how do we now make people following rules? In first place, the rule needs to make sense. In second, we need to look at the motivating factors, underlying beliefs and biases the person has. Often risks or reasons of a rule are not fully understood. This is a question of an effective training, and once again, nobody comes to work to hurt himself or hurt somebody else. Based on this, any reasonable rule will be followed if it makes sense to the employee. This again requires adequate training and even better an involvement of the employee in the creation process of the rule. Another example: bypassing a safety device with the expected outcome of saving some time. It's certain, soon and positive. 2 perceived risks on the other side are risk for injury, which is uncertain in an undefined future and negative. And it has an individual and probably very low risk level associated with it. Second, risk of being caught and facing disciplinary consequences. It's uncertain, it's in the future and it's negative. To change the behavior, you need to adjust this risk-reward equation by making the benefits lighter or the consequences heavier. For example, training on the risk perception and awareness regarding the consequences. Having a different risk perception, the employee will choose to follow a safe procedure even if it takes more time. Let's summarize. Nobody comes to work to get hurt or hurt somebody else. Behaviors are based on previous experiences and the expected outcome. Decisions are influenced by certainty, time, and positivity. In order to change behavior, you need to understand and address the motivational factors. What are your ideas? Please comment, subscribe, or just give me a call if you have a question. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.